In this video, I will share with you how to naturally bring out the dryness of your ogbono soup. I'll also share with you how to enhance and build a rich aromatic taste that make your soup irresistible. Stick around and let's cook. If this is your first time coming across my channel, my name is Anniekrieger. Thank you so much for tuning in. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you for always coming around. Now, the key ingredient for this recipe is your ogbono. Now, you're planning to make ogbono soup. The first thing you want to focus your mind on is your ogbono, even before thinking of the kind of protein you want to go for. Now, you have your ogbono ready. For those who have no idea, this is what the seed of what I have in my bowl looks like. Okay, so all the ingredients will be listed out in the description box. If you need it, please check it out. I have my ogbono bowl here, blended one. You can go for smaller portion, 2 cups. Here I have about 6 to 7 cups of ogbono. Okay, it's for a little bit larger quantity. So if you want to go for lesser one, it is up to you. Of course, if you're making for the family, maybe about 3 cups of ogbono or 4 cups will just do. So what you will do is adding some palm oil to your blended ogbono. Okay, we're going to take this recipe step by step. Now I had to change my bowl because the bowl was too small. Just don't mind me. This process you're seeing here is because of the quantity, the large quantity. So it's a little bit hard for me to, bring everything, incorporate everything. So I had to go with my hands. So if I want to make this, romantic or cozy recipe, you know what I mean. But this day was like, no time, full gas. Okay, so that's me in the kitchen. So if you see me in the kitchen sometimes, it is not the same thing you see on my videos. Okay, if I want to cook, I don't have time to do any, you know what I mean. Now, I have my ogbono already mixed with some palm oil. What you would do is just dissolve in a microwave using a glass bowl, okay, or just place it on a water bath, okay, to dissolve it. I didn't dissolve mine. That was a big mistake, okay, because there was no time. I was trying to skip some things. In this blender, what I have here is my smoked prawns head, the head of the smoked prawns. I have smoked catfish, pieces of smoked catfish, and Uziza seed. I added water, rinsed it, throw it off, and then adding more water to blend. After blending that, please set it aside for now. And the next step is this is another major point you need for your ogbono soup, which is the assorted meat protein. You want to go for goat meat or beef. You want to go for shaki. You want to go for ponmo. If you want to cook your protein, you can as well add in your stockfish if you have any, if it maybe is the head or a bigger size. Cook everything together and then you want to add in your bono. But this is the process I love to use. Now I made my protein earlier. I just need to preheat my stock and then add in some hot water. I love to go in with water to dilute the stock, okay? So it's not too intensive. Ogbono don't need too much seasoning powder or salt. So I diluted it with hot water, I said, because hot water will enhance, will give you that natural dryness of ogbono. So I added some oil, some palm oil, and then I went in with my ogbono. If you already mix your ogbono or just dissolve it, you want to go in just like you're seeing on the screen. I did not dissolve mine. Like I said earlier, I was trying to skip some parts because the quantity was not just one portion or 3 portion of ogbono, okay? Well, please go ahead and dissolve yours in a microwave or in a hot water bath. So adding your ogbono, stir everything. Make sure it is well incorporated. Another step is the flavor, the spices we blended earlier, which is the smoked prawns head, the smoked catfish, and then the Uziza seed. So if you have all your smoked prawns, the heads and all the pieces that usually falls out, always try to keep them because those things are amazing natural spices from home. Okay, they add a whole lot of spice or taste to your meals. So I had to grab a sieve and strain out everything that I don't want to have. Okay, we still have a lot. You just don't want to add anything. What we need is the flavor. And guys, this thing is a game changer. If you haven't tried it, please never throw away those pieces of stock of a fish or prawns. So go in with a good amount of water. What I was adding here is hot water, guys. Please hot water all the way if you are the type that likes slimy ogbono soup. In a blender, you will go in with a bonaro pepper. I added half onion. I added my bouillon powder. Go in with hot water, blend everything together, and pour in your soup. Now, this way, it is very easy for you to incorporate. You don't need to stress yourself or ending up having Maggi at one side or not being sure if the Maggi is well incorporated. So mixing everything together just gives you a safe and a very tasty soup. At this point, our soup tastes super delicious. Now, this method is one thing I don't skip when it comes to ogbono soup because if my ogbono turns out not to be slimy, I just go for something else because I just don't want to add my protein and at the end of the day the ogbono is not slimy enough. Okay, so I love this method. It's just like on a safe side. I added all the protein. I have those like this small stockfish, like a fillet stockfish I got from Africa. So I had to cook them separately, pour that in, and I have my mackerel. Adding mackerel to your ogbono soup is a game changer. It has its own natural, amazing, and delicious taste. Stir everything together, guys, and we are almost good to go. One thing you didn't see me adding in this soup at this point is salt. I know it's all preference depending on our taste, but ogbono soup can usually taste salty. Okay, so beware of how much salt you want to bring in or how much bouillon powder. We all have our taste, but as long as you went for stock, meaning you seasoned your protein, that means you already have salt in there. So just be careful of the salt you had. Just don't mind the beginning. A day after, that's when you will taste if it's salty or not. Okay, so be careful about that. Thank you all so much for watching till this time. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already done so. That will go a long way for this video. Please just go ahead and hit the like button. Now see what our soup is turning into, guys. This looks amazing. At this point, you will go in with your cleaned periwinkle. I can't imagine ogbono soup without periwinkle. Lastly, my ritual, which is the crayfish. I will not add that direct. So again, I will go in with some warm water. I added some blended Nigerian pepper or African pepper. Stir everything and incorporate. This way, I don't stress myself to incorporate. I have the water. It is looking super good. Now, you want to cook your ogbono soup on a low heat. I repeat, on a low heat. It can get burned very, very fast. So just take your time, cook on a low heat, continuously stir again and again, and we are good to go. Guys, this turned out super, super yummy. Now you want to go in with any green of your choice like pumpkin leaf or Uziza leaf, any one of your choice. And I would say thank you so much for watching till this time. And I hope you trying this recipe out will give you one of the best ogbono soup you've ever had. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already done so. You can pair this with your eba, you can pair with semo, you can pair with pando, any one of your choice. And that's all. See you all in my next one. Leave your opinion in the comment section. Share with your loved ones. Bye for now.